right, let's go, fam. The Vancouver Canucks just had themselves a scrimmage that was live streamed on YouTube. You could watch this one for free, and the full VOD of the broadcast is still available on the Canucks YouTube channel. So if you want to get yourself some pre-season scrimmage action between Team White and Team Blue, the link is going to be in the description if you want to watch the full VOD. Now, Team White was victorious in this scrimmage, 4-1. And if we want to check out who was on Team White and Team Blue, well, the Canucks Twitter account has us covered here. Team Blue consisted of Joe Arnsson, Connor Garland, Danila Klimovich, Joseph Labate, Phil Hronik, Drew O'Connor, Niels Höglander, Jonathan Lekaramaki, Elias Pettersson, the D-man, Jiri Patera, Kevin Lankinen, Jaden Lee, Quinn Hughes, Teddy Blueger, Chase Stillman, Max Sasson, Parker Alkos, Filipino, Nikolai Nyazov, Ty Young, Niels Omon, Victor Mancini, and Evander Kane, while everybody else was on Team White. Tom Willander, Brock Boeser, Pierre-Olivier Joseph, Arshdeep Bains, Mackenzie McKeeshern, Derek Forbort, Marcus Pettersson, Thatcher Demko, Elias Pettersson, Kiefer Sherwood, Sonar Minio, Vilmer Alriksson, Jimmy Schultz, Atu Ratu, Tyler Myers, Kirill Kudryavtsev, Nikita Tolopilo, Riley Patterson, Jake DeBrusk, Alexei Medvedev, Braeden Cootes, Vitaly Kravtsov, and Linus Karlsson. Now, this team that we just read off, they ended up winning 4-1. But I wanted to talk about some of the guys that stood out in probably the best ways possible. Not just in terms of the goals and the assists, but in terms of the all-round play. Now, you could see it on the Twitter account for Vancouver, but they did post a bunch of the highlights. 1-0 goal scored by Kiefer Sherwood, who absolutely dipsy-dangle-doos his way right into the zone. He tries a little bit of a fancy backdoor play, but eventually gets the puck back and roofs it himself up on the Team Blue goaltender. In fact, Kiefer Sherwood, his entire line was really strong throughout the course of this entire game. Sherwood, Braeden Cootes, and Arshdeep Bains. And this is one of these things where obviously, like, it's a scrimmage game preseason. You don't really think that these guys are going to give it 100%, but for a line like this, you've got Kiefer Sherwood, who has been the engine of whatever line he has been on the past calendar year. That guy didn't take a shift off. Like, that guy played every shift like it was a regular season game. He was just going out there, refusing to let the foot off the gas pedal. Braeden Cootes showed off extraordinarily well since his foot speed. My gosh, we always talk about how guys need to get faster, stronger, better, developing in the WHL and inevitably becoming NHL players. Braeden Cootes already has the wheels of potentially being able to keep up. I mean, we spoke about this in the last video, but this guy could potentially be earning himself a 9-game sample with the Canucks should things continue to progress this way. I think at this point, depending on how he does in the preseason, he's definitely in the running of getting that. And then Arshdeep Bains, this is one of these guys where if there's a player that needs to show up well in anything that he's given, preseason, training camps, scrimmages, it's Arshdeep Bains. This guy wants to make the team. This guy wants to be an NHLer for 82 games. And it's that work ethic that really pushed him into becoming a meaningful NHL signing in the first place. We all recognize that Arshdeep Bains isn't necessarily, like, young. I mean, think about it. He's 24 years old. Not necessarily old, but, like, not young either. And this is a guy who worked his way up in minor hockey to junior hockey to inevitably getting an NHL contract because of his work ethic and because he could just defy the odds. He was never supposed to be an NHL player based off of what he was doing at 17 years old. Just that sort of profile doesn't bode well into NHL stardom. But for Arshdeep Bains, he was able to get past all of those, become a top scorer in the dub, and inevitably a top scorer in the AHL, getting a cup of coffee with the Vancouver Canucks. This guy has everything to prove. And alongside of Cootes and Sherwood, I mean, they played very well together. They were all over the ice. getting multiple points. Sherwood, of course, with the 1-0 goal, but you also had Arshdeep Bains getting the 2-0 goal. It was a 2-on-1 rush, and Sherwood dished a beautiful backhand right through the slot, received by Bains. He then takes the shot and beats Ty Young on the short side. Beautiful play. Really, really nice movement there. 2-0 hockey game for Team White. Shortly after, though, just give it like 4 minutes or so, it's Vilmer Alriksson who makes it 3-0 with a beautiful snipe from the left faceoff circle. Yeah, that's right, Vilmer Alriksson. We were talking about him in the prospects game. He was looking really good, really big, really strong, lots of presence, lots of offensive production. And even in this scrimmage game, he is still able to go out there and show that value. Pretty good showing out of Vilmer Alriksson the past few days, I would say. He's been having a pretty good week. Inevitably making it 3-1, you had yourselves Teddy Blueger, Team Blue finally getting up on the board. Hoglander dishes a really nice centering feed to Blueger, who's streaking into the zone, and smooth like butter, the guy is able to just chip it up high over the glove side. Really, really nice play, really nice shot there by Teddy Blueger, and he makes it 3-1, brings the lead within 2 for Team Blue. And then the 4-1 goal was an empty net goal scored by Brock Boeser. Pettersson steals the puck from Phil Hronek, who then throws it back to the point, and Boeser winds up and claps it down. Beautiful slap shot form there out of Brock, and a really nice hustle out of EP40 to steal the puck from Hronek in that way. Honestly, like, you're watching the replay, Hronek was really strong in the later parts of the game, but he gets totally beat here by Petey, and then by the time the empty net shot is coming towards the goal, Hronek just moves out of the way. He's like, yeah, it's a preseason scrimmage. I'm not going to go out there and risk injury on a Brock Boeser one-time clap bomb. I'm just going to get out of the way. It's going to go in 4-1. Then they did the shootout afterwards. Nice to see the guys busting out the moves here. Quinn Hughes got things started with a really, really nice, nifty backhand, forehand little chance. Didn't beat the goaltender, but still, he looked pretty good. Elias Pettersson also coming in there with a little bit more confidence compared to last year. He's trying to go 5-hole, but he doesn't get it to go either. Canucks goalies honestly stuck pretty tall in this showcase. Even the guys that didn't get up on the score sheet. I thought that Elias Pettersson, Victor Mancini, these guys were pretty good. Lots of physicality there. We always knew that that was what Elias Pettersson would bring into the game. He's not afraid to really get into somebody's face. He's got a little bit of snarl. And Mancini, I'd say, they kind of bounce off of each other pretty well. If you're thinking about Elias Pettersson as being a shoo-in for the Vancouver Canucks this upcoming season, I honestly think Mancini might be one of the best options the Canucks have to play alongside of him. I get that there's a little bit of a logjam there because on left you've got Quinn Hughes, Marcus Pettersson, and then you gotta make a choice. Is it Derek Forbort or is it Elias Pettersson? I get that. And then on the right side, Hronek Myers, you only really have room for one more. Is it Mancini? Is it Villander? Do you play Forbort on his offside? There are a number of ways that you can think about the Canucks decor, but if you have Elias Pettersson and Mancini together, I think you can do a lot worse than that. Speaking about that Derek Forbort, kind of unfortunate play where he ended up shoving Max Sasson into Thatcher Demko in the crease there. It was kind of unnecessary, but hey, Derek Forbort's getting into the spirit. He's got a guy in front of him who's driving the net. He's going to do whatever he can to push the guy off, and it worked. Of course, though, kind of difficult to see Thatcher Demko go down the way that he did, but still, Forbort's job with the Vancouver Canucks, not necessarily guaranteed to open things up. Maybe it's a little bit closer than other guys, but still. Lots to like out of the scrimmage today between Team White and Team Blue for the Vancouver Canucks. I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who stood out to you? Who played well? And if you enjoyed this video in any capacity, please leave a like. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. That helps out with the algorithm. We could very much use it these days. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.